Hey guys, welcome back to Anna Nail School. So today let's see what we have. So I purchased these confettis from a local nail store and I was thinking what to do with them. And finally, one of my models, she had her birthday last week, so I decided let's do a confetti nails for her as a birthday gift. So this is the final look and I'm going to show you how I used it. So before I start, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel and also don't forget to like this video. Okay, so let's begin. I'm not going to bore you with all the prep work. In case if you want to see that, do let me know in the comment section. I'll put it across as a separate video. So I just finished doing dry manicure on her nails and I'm using lint-free wipes and alcohol to clean the nail bed before we start with the extension process. So today we will be using clear tips, but this one has a matte finish. This I got from Ombre's local shop in Malaysia when I visited that country, and this is one of my favorite tips because this one has a really deep curve, plus it's really soft to file and all. So one of my favorites. So I'm here just measuring up the tips so that I can just pick it up and measure and keep it aside. So now we have all the numbers picked up and I'm going to attach them. So here I'm using a glue. I dropped one drop of glue. This one is not a brush on glue, it's a drop one. So whenever I use a drop one, then I just use my orange wood stick to kind of spread it across and keep it a thin. We don't want to use too much glue when we are attaching the tips. And then holding the finger straight, I'm going to attach the tip just like this. Just make sure you're not going all the way in when you're attaching the tips. I have noticed a lot of people who just put the tips almost till the cuticle area, which is wrong. We don't want that. Just cover the tip area. Basically your growth points, both the growth points should be connected when you are attaching the tip. After attaching the tip, I'm going to reshape it. So as you can see, this one is a deep square shape. We don't want that. We are going to turn it into, I won't say it's a 100% stiletto and it's not even almond, it's actually in between stiletto and almond. So I'm using a curved scissor to kind of trim this one, the tips. That's why I did not go all the way inside, just strip the corners of the nails, the tips, and then I'm using my hand file to kind of file it and create that stiletto shape. So now when you're filing, just make sure you are checking both the sides simultaneously, otherwise what happens, these tips are like really soft and one extra file and we will lose that symmetry of the tip. So I'm just checking both the sides simultaneously and filing, and once I have the tips kind of ready to go, then I just move my file towards the growth point and just make sure that everything is in place, the architecture is proper for the tips. Okay. After reshaping, now we have to kind of blend the edges of the tip. So again I'm using the hand file. You can also use your electric file to do the same thing with a sand band or even a carbide or a ceramic bit. Just make sure you are not over filing into the natural nails. Always remember, we are attaching the tip after prepping the natural nails. So if we keep on filing onto the natural nails again and again, we end up with a very thin and sensitive center point of the nails, so which we don't want. So just make sure your file is only touching the edges of the tip that we have attached. Now I have another tip for the beginners. If you are a beginner, just pre-prep your tip before you are attaching it, so this filing you can kind of avoid it. Okay, so now coming to the interesting part. So these are the confettis I have. As I told you, this was there with me for a long time. I wasn't sure what to do, and then all of a sudden I thought, okay, let's do something like an encapsulation. Okay, so I decided to go with this multicolor confetti, and I will be using the other one also because I have a little leftover from what I created here for this particular tutorial. So I'm going to create a confetti acrylic here. So what I'm doing is, I have a depend dish here and I'm pouring a little bit of confetti into the depend dish. I'm only going to do 5 nails, and 2 of those nails gonna be like fully confetti and the rest will be half confetti and half like nude ombre. Okay, so depending how much you want, I just took a wild guess, and then I added a clear acrylic onto the depend dish. I mixed it both together. So the ratio between the powder and the confetti, that depends on how you want this to be. I don't want too much clear. I want the clear only to kind of pick up the confetti in a proper measurement. So I don't want too much clear acrylic also, and I don't want too much confetti also. I don't say it's 50-50, but I think it's a 70 65 35 ratio is what I think I have used here, or I followed here. So I added a little bit more and then I mixed it. And whenever I custom create a confetti or a glitter acrylic or something, I always go with my intuition, you can say, or instinct, you can say. I just put it together and I look at with my eyes, and then I feel like, okay, that's enough. And that's how I create. I don't have any particular measurement when I do this. So I just check, and then once I think, okay, it's fine now, this is what I wanted, then I take a bead and I check how it is coming, if it's easy for me to kind of spread it when I do the nails. Okay, that's exactly what I'm trying here. I just picked up a small bead and then I just tried to like kind of create a round using the brush. So it was easy for me to kind of move it around, which means it's a perfect ratio between the clear acrylic and the confetti that I had used. Okay, next, before we start applying the product, we need dehydrator, so which basically removes oil moisture from your nail plate, which is a mandatory step for all kinds of extension. Next is our acid free primer. Both the products are from the brand called Canny. I bought a set of their products, so this was included in that thing. And then we are applying primer. Again, it's a thin layer, and since we are doing acrylic powder, then we don't need any base coat or anything, but anything gel, you need to have a base coat also. But now the next step is I'm applying a very thin layer of clear acrylic onto the natural nails. This is because when we have to remove this, we don't want to struggle too much. So if you have like a thin layer of clear acrylic, it will be easy for us to soak it off. Just like how we use the glitter polishes, we always have a base coat so that it's easy for us to remove it. And after that, I picked up the pre-prepared confetti acrylic. I'm going to call it confetti acrylic only. I'm tempted to call it glitter acrylic, but it's not glitter acrylic, it's confetti acrylic. Okay, that's like a different name. Anyways, just applied it, and then I stretched the glitter all the way to the free edge area. So now here is the point. Here are some points that you need to keep in mind. One, when you are doing an encapsulated nail, just make sure your whatever confetti or glitter or anything that you're putting on, that you're going to encapsulate, make sure it's not too thick. Okay, so first you need to cover the whole nails, but it should not be like too thick. If it's too thick, when you encapsulate it with clear, your nails will become very bulky. Okay, keep that in mind. So here in the ring finger and the middle finger, we are going to keep the whole nail as confetti nails. Then the index, pinky and the thumbnail are going to be like half confetti and half clear acrylic. So again, I am creating the cuticle also. So just be very careful when you are doing the cuticle. Make sure you are not touching the skin with the glitter here. We don't want the glitter half sitting in the nail bed and half sitting in the skin also. Just make sure that you are putting it only on the nails. Okay, and then use your brush to kind of dab and settle it very nice and smooth. Next, let's do the index finger. So here we are not doing a complete glitter. We are going to do half glitter, and then we are going to create an ombre using a nude color. So here, as you can see, I placed the bead where I attached the tip, and then using the brush very gently to kind of create a thin edge around that starting point, and then stretching the extra towards the free edge area. So in case if you see there are like too much gap in the glitter around the free edge area, then go ahead and pick up another bead and fill in as much glitter as you want, but just make sure you are not creating too much thickness when you are doing this. That is one thing you have to be very careful about when you are doing encapsulation, any kind of encapsulation, not just glitter. Anything that you put, just make sure you are not building up a lot of thickness. Okay, so now we have kind of did the glitter application here. So this is where I'm going to stop, just making sure the glitter is nicely packed. That's very important. Okay, So first I did all the glitter things first, and then I'm going to start with the encapsulation. So here on the glitter finger, now I'm taking up a clear bead. So when you are doing the encapsulation, one thing, another point that we need to be very mindful about is how much dry your clear acrylic is going to be. Normally clear acrylics are runny if you go for like 2:1 ratio with your powder liquid. So we are going to take a little dry so that it is not going to run all the way through the cuticle and the side walls and all. Okay, just have like a little dry bead so that you can control it nice and smooth. So I started from the cuticle and I stretched that bead towards the free edge area. Then I picked up another bead, and then I started from where the blending was stopped. Okay, so you can do the other way also. You can start from the free edge and then you can go towards the cuticle area, so whichever is comfortable for you. So I just felt like starting from the cuticle. Normally I do from the free edge, actually speaking. Okay, but that's fine. So after doing this, just make sure that there is nothing on the skin. Just always clean the corners, so that then later, once the acrylic is polymerized, it's very difficult to kind of remove if anything is touching the skin. So just dabbing and making sure that our glitters or our confetti is nicely sandwiched between. Okay, so now this is done, and we can leave this finger, and now let's go back to the ombre part. Again, as I said, I did all the glitter application, and then obviously I need to change the monombre before I move on to the next one. So now let's go and do the ombre part. So I'm using Mia Secrets glitter acrylic here, releasing the bead a little far from the cuticle and using the brush gently closing towards the cuticle area without touching the skin. And now you can see the angle I'm holding the fingers are always downwards, and then we need to kind of create a faded effect. So just make sure the thickness from side to side is equal, so that you have a very uniform faded effect over the glitter. And if it's not the case where you have like a very uniform thickness, then you will have like half the area having a very nice smudge, and then the half the area the glitter will be like popping out. So we don't want that. So that's why I controlled the flow of the nude acrylic, and then I just nicely spread it across. So now we have a very nice and smooth ombre effect between the nude color and the glitter acrylic. So now remember, here also we have to do the encapsulation with clear where we have the confetti laid. Okay, so just making sure the cuticle is nicely done. And now it's time for us to encapsulate the glitter part. So again, picked up a bead, placed over the nude color, and then I'm going to gently use my brush to kind of drag the clear acrylic towards the free edge area, just making sure it's not going underneath the tips. That's one thing we have to make sure. And then gently spread the clear acrylic all the way till the free edge area. Just control the bead with your brush, then dab, and just make sure your glitters are nicely packed in between. Okay, in case if you think it's too much product, then take off the excess and then clean the brush and the tissue, and then the rest you can just use your brush to nicely dab and like kind of place the nicely cover the edges. After the application, we started our filing and shaping. So I am using a hand file 120-150 grit file, and I started with the side walls and just made sure that we have a nice and crisp side walls and the free edge area. And after that, I'll be switching into a buffer just to create a smooth edge on top. And after that, we are going to dust it off, clean it with alcohol wipes, and then it's ready for top coat application. Okay, now this is the fun time. Let's start with the top coat application. And the confetti looked so good in her nails, and it was looking so pretty, and I really love the way this one turned out. And do let me know if you like it, and if you have any questions, please do let me know in the comment section. And any suggestion, anything that you would like to see in the upcoming videos, do let me know. And I totally loved it. What do you guys think? I just want to know if you like it. And she was really happy. Okay, so I think I am also very happy, so I am hoping you guys also liked it. So for today, that's all. Don't forget to like this video, share it with your friends and family, and I'll see you soon on my next video. Until then, stay safe, stay happy. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.